Hi, I'm Glenn from Kicking Horse Water. As promised, we were going to do a little segment on pitless adapters. So today I'm going to show you two different types, the most common types that are used in a household. We have a snappy and we have a saddle style. This is probably the most common style that you'll see. They're very economical and they're very simple. We were talking about the pitless handle the other day. This is just a handle and it's threaded here, and it can be just easily pulled out of the casing, and this is what they look like. It's just a sealed gasket. The water comes in the bottom from your pump and goes out through this hole here. This is sealed so that the water can't come up the pipe, and when you lower them down they just go in. There's a little cutout in the back here. Just kind of shows how they go together, and it's a real simple operation. They just slide into this little saddle and seal. So the idea of the pitless adapter was to get the water lines down below frost. Years ago, everybody used to dig a pit around their well, and they'd cover it with a building or what have you to keep it from frost. So in the early 50s, the pitless adapter was invented, so you didn't have to dig a pit anymore. This is a snappy. They're a little bit different. One of the main reasons for a snappy is everything is on the outside of the casing. All this mechanism's on the outside, so there's nothing protruding in the event that some downhole work may have to be done with a drilling rig at some point in time. These cables are very important. If you ever see a cable in your well like this, it may or may not have this warning tag on it. It's very, very important that you don't pull up on this cable just to kind of see what it does, because once this cable is released, there's a mechanism down in the bottom here that releases the pitless out of the adapter, and everything will fall down the well. So you always have to have something secured on the top here so that that doesn't happen. So when removing this, you have to lift up on the cable. It trips it out of the pitless. They're a little bit stiff sometimes. There we go. And I'll just show you what they look like. So there's the mechanism here. Again, it just goes into a hole. There's a sealed gasket around here. On the inside, there's nothing on the casing that protrudes in. Whenever I install them, I always put a little hash mark for the orientation of where the pitless is, because once this is backfilled with dirt, you can't really see what down there at 8 feet where that is. So I always run a little hash mark here, so it makes it a lot easier to install them. And when you're putting them in, pull up on the cable, you slide it down the pipe, and once it's in the area where the hole is, it just automatically snaps in, and it's done. So just some handy information for people who, I get lots of questions all the time on, well, what is a pitless adapter? So I just thought I'd run this little segment to kind of show. There's a couple of other styles that we won't get into. There's a mass and spool type pitless adapters. They're more for commercial, industrial applications, not something you'd see at your home. So hope that's been a help. Thanks for watching.